Hey, good morning. This is the Keys bartender. I hope this is recording. I'm not sure. When everything's going and satellite's up, I get all my internet to the satellite system here, and we're having some difficulty with I get the upload rate here. I think I need a 5.6 or 5.8 MBS megabits per second. We're going to see what happens here. This is the 24th of July, and we're off the coast of Hispaniola. Probably near I didn't turn on 6:30 in the morning, and I didn't turn on or it's 20 after 6 in the morning. I didn't turn on the television to tell our location, but we had a great time. I just the first recording we tried to do, there was some glitchy things going on, but I am hoping this is working out all right. We're going to use this as the first Shore video. I have a video of the first Shore. First at sea episode, and that we are going live, but just woke up. We had a great time. The first day you were out just exploring the ship, seeing different places to go. We're on the port starboard side, aft section on the balcony, and I'm on the balcony right now. I don't know how that sound's going to come out with the wind. I'm close to a bulkhead, so it shouldn't be too bad. We had a great time. We got a chance to meet everyone, all the people that were on the ship the other night. I'm going to start with the first day we got up, and Abby and I went and worked out for an hour or so, trying to offset all the food that we're eating. There's always food around, and of course there's drinks too. So you got to balance yourself. You don't want to get too burned. You don't want to get too much food. You don't want to get obviously you don't want to imbibe too much. But we had a pretty good time. The first day after we worked out, we had ourselves an early libation of Bloody Mary. Had a little healthy lunch. We had a little continental breakfast we had in the room, and then we go. We're hanging out there, and I get a call, and I meet with the director of the hotel director, and Lars, a great guy. We go in the office. I meet him and the customer service director Jeff, and our lovely director of entertainment Sydney. I met some other guys like Josh, and he works with Mark Q. I met Mark Q. Mark Q's the cruise coordinator. Great guy. He does all the cruise director is the guy that directs all the activities. He leads them. He's out there for all those events. He seems to be going, and I imagine he goes for almost everyone in his job. They're working more than 12 hours a day, and I don't know when they get a chance to kick back. They have things to do, and they have their assistants and all that stuff. But they're working full tilt. It looks like I hope they get some downtime here, but I know they're working hard. Every night right now we just got a table with our friends. We're there with Cynthia and Jeff, their children, who were friends with my child, and Abby and myself. Lizzie and Dave, and they're with their children too, and their friends. All the kids are friends. Luckily, the kids are very close, so we have an extra room for them, or they got an extra room for them. And our daughter Sky likes to spend a lot of time with them, and that gives us a lot of alone time too. If you know what I mean. I don't want to talk about that too much because that's I don't want to infringe on Abby's privacy. So here we are. We go and meet everyone in all the the people that run the cruise, and the first activity you have, they have tons of activity on the ship. They have gambling, auctions, certain entertainment, trivia, dancing, karaoke. Gosh, I'm looking at all. Then all the things, like probably more pertinent to mine, all the fitness activities. You got spin. They have private trainers and things like that in there. And I was with one of the activities I got involved with. I was a judge for the mixologist competition. What they do is they bring up people and they present their drinks. I present the best drinks from a described list. So someone is given a list of like 25 ingredients, and they write down their drink, what's in it, and the name of it, and their name. It wasn't too late at night. We got to be able to get to sleep, but we're sitting down and we're on the main deck in front of the pool, and me and two other judges, and it was Ann and Zach. Ann was from, where's Ann from? Ann was from Orlando, Zach's from, I think, North Carolina, and they had 4 people, 3 ladies and 1 young guy, and the young guy ended up winning, and but I really liked, my favorite drink was a rum drink that this woman made. It was this, it was made with ingredients I normally didn't like. It was, first of all, it was made with rum, and then it was blackberry brandy and cranberry and maybe something else, but that was it, just a little, and it was it's pretty good. I was surprised, so I said, whenever given the choice, and if something's really fancy or has too many ingredients in it, I'll go home to the simpler ingredient, because it usually causes less damage. I don't like a lot of different things going on in my drink other than the main substance. So it turns out the woman Hillary had a whole group of people there, and they just seemed to like me, and happened to be African American people, but I mean, these are people I seem to get along with, because I went over there and these guys were awesome. They were these big dudes, and they were they thought my name was Simon, because Abby called me. I said something about channeling my inner Simon Cowell, because a lady had one of the other ladies, not Hillary, had a drink called the 57 T-Birds, and there was a lot of things going on. It wasn't that bad of a drink, just a lot of stuff going on. Some people like a lot of different liquors and like it was super sweet. But I said that my exact words were, you know what? It was really good that you named it the 57 T-Bird, because it was reminiscent of that for me. It tasted like something you would have drained out of the radiator or something like that, but it's never been, it's just sitting in there forever. And you heard everyone who nods, oh man, I think I went a little too dark. But they ask us to be critical if it could be. But, everyone got excited about that. And I think I introduced myself. Everyone was talking about how long have you been experienced. And I told them, I gave them an explanation how I've been, I have experience with alcohol since I was a zygote, because I'm a test tube baby, and the test tube was filled with liquor. So it went right, even before the egg was fertilized, I was already involved with that. So, and a group of people did get that, and I just said, well, when somebody's dance wasn't so hot, I said it was reminiscent of the Hindenburg landing at Lakehurst, New Jersey. And only some people got that too, but they thought that was funny. And I said, oh, the humanity. So we do that the bartending contest, and the drink that wins ends up being the drink they feature all week on the cruise. So we got like 6 days left on the cruise today. So they're featuring this drink called Monkey's Uncle. Monkey's Uncle. Said his uncle's reminiscent of his uncle, and I said, well, to the guy, I said, wait, what are you? The monkey's uncle. So I said, are you, so that if he's your uncle, then you're the monkey, I said to the guy. The guy was pretty cool. He did a crazy dance on the table. But it's an interesting demographic. It seems to be a lot of very young, some 20-year-olds and stuff like that. A bunch of us people in our middle-aged, a bunch of those people from the 30s to 50, and that's the demographic. I guess the different cruises are a different age, and then you got some people more the senior, demographic. But it doesn't skew. It's not one of the ones where there's like a lot of older people. I guess if you're in your 20s, you would say there's a lot of older people on this cruise. But that's just, it changes. It's that time of year. I was talking to people, and they say with the cruises, they all have their own personality with the kind of people they're on, depending on where they're leaving from, where they're going to. We're in the Eastern Caribbean. I imagine those Alaska cruises kind of skew older, but this one here could vary. They say it could be really young, really young or middle aged, and the older ones tend to be different places, different times of year, and especially the Alaska cruises and the more state things. So later on in the day, what do? I attempted to do a podcast, and it turns out that you need to have a really strong signal, and with the satellite in the middle of the day, everyone's on it, stuff like that. It just doesn't work out. And I think I was getting full access from Carnival, and it had just been really good. But I wasn't, for some reason, my Chromebook wasn't. You can only use one device at a time, and for some reason the Chromebook wasn't knocking my smartphone off, so I can get that full access on the one access voucher I had on. So right now I'm just doing it on the smartphone. I'll try to figure out how to do it onto the Chromebook. And so the rest of the day I'm going to go back to that. We're attempting to do that. We're going all around. We're eating food. We're eating food that is good, but we had to mix it in with some healthy stuff. Have to eat some fruit, eat some vegetables, and then we're hanging out for a couple hours, just looking around. And then the funny thing is, we ended up getting all dressed up, and I have a hardest time tying a bow tie. I don't like doing with the clip-ons or the tie around anymore. So I went with a bow tie last night. So we all go to the Captain's Toast, it's called, and it's in the money room. They bring all the officers out, and they introduce everyone, and they thank everyone for what they do. And we're talking to all the people there, all the officers and the supervisors of the ship, and the kids. There's 6 kids, and at one point in the main room, they got 4 glass elevators going up. All the way up, you see them all the way up from the 9th floor, coming down at 6 levels down to the 3rd, and see these glass elevators. And there's a kid, there was 3 of the kids. Was it 3 of them? Jaden, Josh, Allie, and Finn, and my daughter, and Natalia weren't on it, but they all got in these glass, each separate elevators, and after we're done, we have to get them all together. And it was like a slot machine with the children. We were hitting the buttons, and we're watching to see which elevator will have which kid, and we pull them out because these knuckleheads weren't coming out. They were just getting out on every floor, so we were just getting them, they're coming down and stuff. And it took us like 5 minutes to get them, because we had to wrangle them up so we can go up to our dining time, which we have a late dining time at 8:15. That's late for us, but you know what? It wasn't bad. I like dining at 8:15. That's kind of like the European way, or the in finer society, eating late is more genteel, I think. So we had a heck of a time trying to get them all rounded up, and then we drank some. It was a formal night. We had all our pictures taken and stuff like that, and went in and drank some wine, ate some food, and then went to see a comedy show. And for me, comedy's like food. It's all a matter of taste. And the guy that was there was more of a maybe he's kind of a smart redneck, one of those blue collar comedy guys, which I think it's good. I'm more observational type person, but the guy was good. And I mean, comedy's such a tough job. I can't imagine. I mean, bartending, you may not get the accolades or anything, or sometimes when you hit it, big the money. But these guys that struggle in comedy, whew, it is a shitty job, man. I mean, you get people there, and if you get a crowd, depending on your crowd, it's so they're so dependent. And I'm not even talking about the hecklers. I mean, had a room full. They had a couple hundred people. There was only 2 people or 3 people raised their hand for birthdays. I mean, this guy, I seen what he was doing. He was going up and says, okay, anybody have any birthday here? And one person has a birthday. They were from Bahamas, and he couldn't see them because they weren't in the light directly, and he had the bright light shining on him. And he's looking out to see him. Just the demographics of just the optics for him was horrible. And then the other woman he talked to, she was kind of a smart ass, and she had to come back for him. She wasn't too good, so he had to shoot her down a little and stuff like that. So, when you get into a little dark and you get in a dark position as a comedian, that you have to back it out. I think he was asking her something about her age and stuff. Well, he says, how long have you been married? She went, not long enough to know not to ask a woman how old she is, and which is kind of funny. But I mean, I wouldn't. If someone's up there working, I made a mistake one time doing a comedy show, and I wish I never did it, and I felt so bad. To this day, if I could go back, I would just not have said what I said. And it wasn't mean-spirited or anything like that, but it is mean when you're the one that gets the bigger laugh. So it was in Philadelphia. I was with a bunch of friends, and we're sitting in the club, and the guy says, "Hey, okay, I guess I could tell you're busy, but you're selling a birthday over there, and how do I know that?" The comedian says to him about himself, "How do I know that? It's because I'm psychic." And I said, "I knew you were going to say that." And then everyone busted out, and I think that was the biggest laugh of his bit. And I, being a young guy, I was stupid, and I wish it's not up to me to get a laugh or make him feel good. If I could think of something that would make him, I would just make myself look like, if someone's vomiting, I make myself into the foil, be made fun of. I can make something up. So you say, what are you doing? So I work for a sewer department or anything. If someone was bombing, because I know, you know what, it takes a lot of guts to get up there to fail. And they do it all the time. And it's not like I know they're not firemen or doctors and stuff like that, but they are entertaining people, and people seem to like comedy because that was filled. So please, if you're going out there, be prepared to laugh. Realize what the guys or the ladies doing is difficult. So I was going back to some of the activities. You're doing a clue thing where you have to guess who the murderer is of a particular. They give you the clues. They're doing the whole clues with the Professor Plum, the Colonel Mustard, and they have Mr. Body, and Mark Hugh, the cruise director, is leading it. And it looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. Today it's another day at sea. We're going to play it by ear today. I mean, our legs were rocking at the end of the night. I mean, we were taking the steps everywhere. So besides the 4 miles I ran, we once walked like 6 miles, or 20 miles up and down the steps. And it's exhausting and stuff like that. But I mean, we had the opportunity. We could have waited for the elevators, but when it's 2-3 floors away, you're gonna, at least with my brothers, I'm gonna take the steps. But then you have the kids, they want to race up and down the steps, and I'll tell you, these kids are like 70, 80 pounds, and they're running up the steps, and you're 3 times the weight of them and jumping up. I'm a pretty fit guy, but at the end of the day, my legs are sore, which is probably pretty good. I'll probably get a good workout out of this and see if I can lose a little weight on the cruise. I doubt that, but we'll give it a try. Okay, we're about 20 minutes into it today. It is beautiful. Like I said, what do I see out here? I see absolutely nothing. It's a couple minutes before 7. We're going to be getting our breakfast. It is gorgeous. It's going to be like there's some clouds in the sky. That's going to give us a little break. We're going to have... We're going to probably hang out by the pool, have a nice healthy breakfast, fun lunch, participate in some of the games today maybe, do something else, and I'll get back to you. This is the Keys bartender, unwinding all by himself on the porch. Hopefully Abby's going to sleep a little longer. She needs to get her sleep. She has had a good time. She really had a good time. Hope to find some of the friends that I've been looking for. Is people. They're from Fort Lauderdale. The guys. I failed to mention that. These guys that I met after the mixologist thing and their families. They're big dudes, and they turn out they're murder investigators, law enforcement types from Fort Lauderdale, and really fit, healthy guys. And I'm talking to them. I say, you know how hard it is. Take care of yourself and be fit. And he said, I'm significantly older than you guys. And it turned out one guy was 2 years younger than me, and the other guy was 2 years older than me. I said, I'm looking at you, you're shitting me, right? And they were, and I said, oh man, I got to work out. I'm going to go to the gym again tomorrow. But no, I'm not going to do it. We ran up and down, so I'm going to take it easy. They're up in Lauderdale, and they said they're going to come and see me down in the Keys. Once again, I'd like to send a shout out to the Catch Restaurant in Key Largo at 102. You can always get some great food there. You can do your own cook your catch if you're out fishing one day. You get your fish cleaned and stuff like that. You bring it in, they'll cook your catch, do all the preparations they can make it. And they also have a great selection of other foods if you're not into seafood. And the cooks there are great. The servers are friendly. The bartenders are knowledgeable, and the owners are very hospitable and hardworking. And you have happy hour there. Today is a Monday, so today from 3:30 to 6:30, you have great food and drink prices. Also, there's Bumby's in Islamorada. That's mile marker 81. In around that sort. I should get the exact address. Megan's going to kill me on that. Megan's the manager. Cheryl's the owner. They have really. It's not open. It is open today. It's open at 5 o'clock. They have drink specials. They have happy hour from 5 to 8. And then they have half price cocktail from 7 to 8, and 9 to 10. Their signature cocktails half price. And on Mondays they have the oyster special. I also like to thank D. Betty Vodka. My favorite is the lemon vodka. It's a great replacement for the lemon drop. They use real lemon juice in their lemon vodka and their orange vodka, real orange juice, and then grapefruit vodka, they use real grapefruit. And it's great handcrafted vodka. Also, Skeeter Ease. It's a natural mosquito repellent. So you don't have to put all these harmful chemicals. These are natural oils and stuff that use that repel mosquitoes, and it's a great product. We're going to be heading to I don't know how much we're going to need it on the cruise. We did bring it, but luckily when you're out the sea, you don't have to worry about that stuff when you got those, winds going at 30 knots. These mosquitoes aren't really hanging out for that stuff. And obviously you got to be closer to shore too. They don't get out to the middle of the ocean. They got to have a host, and not for the science lesson there. So we have the Deep Eddy vodka and that. And on August 2nd, I wanted to promote the show from The Catch. We'll be starting a regular show at 4:30, but we'll also we have a product rollout or introduction from our friendly distributors, and they'll be bringing in Tanteo tequila, a jalapeno and a chipotle tequila. They make great spicy margaritas, and there's going to be a Skinny Girl vodka there. It's a low carb, I think gluten-free vodka, and we'll be making some Cosmos and Gimlets and stuff like that, low calorie alternatives. And if you're in the area at the Catch, Wednesday, August 2nd, we'll be starting at 4 o'clock, doing an expanded show to 6. We're broadcasting normally from 4:30 to, let's say, 5:30 that day, and we'll have a special guest on there helping us with some of those libations. And of course, I definitely won't be driving home. I'm right around the corner. And I always say, if you are drinking, please do not drive. If you felt you had too much to drink, find someone to give you a ride home. There's plenty of opportunities now. We'll have ride sharing programs, taxis, friends, stuff like that. So this is the Keys bartending tender, and we're no worry when you're on the cruise about driving home under the influence, but I'm looking forward to sitting by the deck tomorrow and getting a look at those people that are coming in late. And I want to call that episode, I'm going to call that the Running of the Bulls. But this is one I named There's Got to Be a Morning After, and that's a homage to the Poseidon adventure. And at least on this side of the trip, I do not see one of those rogue waves that are 150 feet tall. So I think we're all right for this moment. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening, and a shout out to Maggie, my friends, and all across the United States, and there's so many people in different parts of the world. The Ashburn, Virginia, the San Jose, California, Mountain View, California, Annandale. I know I'm missing some places. Allentown's big. I appreciate people from Allentown, or at least they're listening on devices from Allentown, and perhaps there's someone from Cameroon. I wonder if it's my friend Quentin from Cameroon. And then there's, oh my gosh, what am I saying? We got my buddy Pat Hogan from Macau. Thank you. And my, family and friends. I appreciate that. And there's a lot of people from Key Largo listening. Once again, I'd like to thank Natalie Barefoot for coming on last week. She did a great show. We're going to be doing a show with her again. Hope everyone at the Catch, Holly, Diana, Melissa, Kim, Pam, Kathy will be coming back in a couple days, I imagine. She left early. Paige, the guys in the kitchen, Jose, Ralph, my buddy Ralph, Maria, and I hope they're all doing well. We're going to be back in 7 days, back to reality of beast living in paradise and traveling on it. Boy, that's, I guess people say, what are you doing if you live in Key Largo going on a tropical cruise? I say, you know what, it's like getting on I'm not going to call it a bus, but it's like having your designated driver with you the whole day. And not only is it designated driver, you don't ever have to get behind a vehicle, and you never get lost from home, and stuff like that. They're giving you food and drinks and giving you activities. What could be better, So have a great day. We'll be coming back to you tomorrow at 3:45. I'll be with the cruise director, Mark Q. Hopefully this is working. So God bless, be safe.